Don't be afraid to fail. Feel free to fail. Because failure is not a mark of evil. Failure is a mark of somebody making efforts. You may not have made it right the first few thousand times. Keep making the mistakes and let the mistakes thrill you. Don't let the mistakes make you sad. Don't let the mistakes you are making break you down. That is the ego. And the ego is the false personality created in us by the organized systemic ignorance. Anytime you have a sense of shame, you have a sense of guilt, you have a sense of anger, of disdain, of hatred, of fear, understand that the false personality is spitting gibberish. It's talking. What should you do? Fight the thought. Now, ignore the thought. Yes, ignore the senseless gibberish. Because none of this is you. You are not capable of hatred. You are not capable of fear. You are not capable of shame. You are not capable of guilt. And you are not capable of anger. What are you capable of? You are capable of loving. Because at the core of your being is power to create change. They call it the causative power. Hello, powerful one. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth to Sezwa Elenihe. I believe you're feeling good about yourself. You're feeling that sense of self-worth that nothing can take away from you. You are beginning to feel that indeed the entire universe, the entire forces of creation have got your back, right? That there is no force out there that is turned its full resources, its full arsenal against you, watching and making sure that you will not succeed. Knowing also, and I'm also sure that you understand that if you fix your attention on anything that you dream of attaining, you will always attain it no matter what. If you are of that thinking, it's a good day to be alive. Because up until now, your creation, your being brought into this world has not been wasted. You are living the life. That is actually what it means to live the life. Some think that to live the life is to have material luxury. Some think it is to travel the world, go to exotic places, meet exotic people, have exotic food, have exotic rides, and all of that. That could be a part of it, if it is what you want. But the real idea of living the life on a cruise is to live with the understanding, very deeply entrenched understanding, that all is for your good. That wherever you turn, whatever you see, loves you. The thing is, we are the ones working our lives with our thoughts through our beliefs. You might want to think great thought as much as you can, but it will be impossible if the belief that you have at the back of your system negates such thinking. This is why we must consistently audit our belief. But if you are not thinking along this line, it means life is really very tedious for you. It means no matter what you have, you still have that feeling of hatred. That is organized system of hatred boiling within you. You have what you call justified hatred system, because you have come to the understanding that some forces hate you. Now, until you outgrow all of these negativities, my friend, you are stuck here on this planet. We all, the moment we found ourselves here in this space, we were stuck here. We were condemned to roll over and over until we get our sums right. The way our schooling system was designed is that no student leaves the school until they attain a certain grade. Some schools actually just flush the students out after certain trials and they say, okay, you know what, this person cannot learn. And they flush such a person out of the system. But you see, the school called the lower universe does not flush anybody out. You must pass. You must pass. That is the rule. So, if you like, keep acquiring negative beliefs that will give you no great marks. You will keep recycling until you pass. Until I pass, we are both stuck here. We'll talk more about this when we come back from the break. I am Osezua Anthony Elimihe. You know me. I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. You're welcome back. How do we get ourselves unstuck? To get ourselves unstuck, I mean, how do we get ourselves out of this place called earth and never come back? You know, some people will say, oh, come on, once I die, I go to heaven. Or if I do so badly, I go to hell and burn forever. Again, until you take such belief out of your system, you are stuck to roam the lower universe. It reminds me of that novella we read at the university by Alex Laguma. I am your father's ghost, doomed to roam this earth like that. We are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere until our entire debts are fully paid. The debt of ignorance, basically. Because every debt we owe are stemming from our systemic ignorance. And this systemic ignorance are instilled in us by the system, that is the system that wants to keep us circulating here so that they might acquire and keep acquiring the energy that they harvest from us to keep on, because they have detached themselves. They have severed themselves from the source, and their only source of energy is us. So they feed us lies to keep us circulating. And the love they have for us is the love that is born of the energy they get from us. So they will give us anything that will make us appear to be happy in this space, because they also are not happy. So they cannot give us happiness, because whoever is detached from the source, first of all, detaches from themselves. Because when we are attached to ourselves, our attachment to ourselves connects us to our source. But when we detach from ourselves and think that our joy is going to come from things external, things that are known as matter, then we can never find happiness. And the thing that give us happiness are the things that give us temporary highs by acquiring them. The same way drugs give us temporary highs, we have to be hooked on the drugs to keep the highs coming. In their own case, they've established systems of religion that we give them highs as long as we luxuriate and glory in the ignorance they have taught us. It feeds them with energy, a lot of highs. And they must keep that system of religion going for them to keep being relevant, to keep having that energy. You have heard it said that misery likes company. That is how it is. But these people we are talking about, these forces we are talking about, they are not as evil as we think they are. You don't want to look at it. They created the concept of the devil that is very evil to keep us on the line, making us understand that the only thing that can save us from the devil are the things that they are teaching, are the practices that they have prescribed. And they tell you that those practices and teachings are coming from God Almighty. But unfortunately, they have detached from the Almighty. Therefore, they cannot be spokespersons for the Almighty. How can you speak for somebody you don't know? You don't even know how the Almighty is. The thing is, for you to be unstuck, for you to break away from this organized systemic ignorance, you have to first of all understand that there is a universal power that is benevolent, that is friendly, that cares about you, that exists for you. And how do you know that that universal force exists for you? It has created a local office in you. Okay, you, as you move about, you carry the office of the divine with you. That's what you are. That is why I keep addressing you as a powerful one. You carry the divine office with you. All right? So the Almighty is a cosmic force, is a universal. I don't have to describe the Almighty now, because the Almighty is the noumenal that creates the phenomenal. And your life here in this lower world is phenomenal, but you are noumenal, just an offshoot of the source. And you are noumenal because the office of the noumenal, the source, is inside of you. You are the exact replica in a miniature form of the Supreme. Keep that office of the Supreme in you, that local office of the Supreme in you active. That office will find a way to link you to the Supreme. That's number one. When you keep the office of the source in you active, then that power will begin to roll and roll like a dynamo. It begins to roll. The more you keep it working, the faster it rolls and the stronger and more powerful it becomes. When you can keep that power rolling for as long as you breathe, the immensity of the energy that it generates will catapult you out of this space, and you'll be gone. To where? To the place you originally came from, your home. Your home is not in heaven. It's not in paradise, it's not in limbo, it is not in purgatory, it's not in hell. Your home is with the source, the very place where the source originates from. Christ said, I am going to my Father to prepare a place for you. When I am done, I will come and take you, and you will live with me and my Father. What is he doing? You think he has gone to somewhere in the outer space to prepare rooms and build estates for you and start furnishing them? Nah. He's working from the paternal office to get you ready, to get your attention, to start thinking the way you should be thinking that you are of the source, that this universe, lower world, is not your home. It is your school. You need to learn. It is your garden. You need to grow. It is your marketplace. You need to exchange values. But how do you exchange values? You have to build the value that is within you. How do you build the value within you? You have to be consciously aware that you are value encased in material form. Like Paul will say, we have these heavenly treasures in earthen vessels. The heavenly treasure in you will gradually manifest and break through the garbage of experiences to come out pristine and whole. When you constantly become conscious of it, keep thinking about it, keep fanning it with every waking ember that you have, that I am of the source. It might not make sense to you right now, but keep saying it. I am the source. The universe is my school. I learn. The universe is my garden. In it, I grow. The universe is my marketplace where I polish my values and exchange it for higher values. Don't buy things that are cheap. Stop buying from the religious school. Stop buying from the religious market. Stop learning from the religious schools. Stop growing in the religious gardens, because in that garden, your growth is anemic. It has no power. Grow in your own garden. And there's a friend I once had on Facebook. He said her name is Farm for Your Farm. That is to say, grow crops on your own farm. Don't grow crops in farms created by other people, fake farms that can only grow with manure. What you get in those farms are all non-organic. Your farm, your garden is the organic garden where organic things grow. What are organic things? Things that are not tainted at their core by the experiences of the lower world. So think about it very seriously, because until you begin to think along the line of the ideas I'm bringing out here in this video, and generally in all our videos, you will be stuck here until you get the truth. And the truth will make you free. What does that mean? The truth will prepare you. Some have tried to say this truth will set you free. It also can be that's the final action of the truth. But over time, the truth will prepare you, make you, build you, design you to freedom. How does it do that? By clearing out the debris of bad, negative beliefs, constricting belief, reductive beliefs, until what is left of you is pure, pristine truth. And when you find that truth in the mirror of your being, you will be pulled off. Gravity will be defied and you will find yourself home. But until then, stay here and enjoy your stay, because nobody's going anywhere until we get the arithmetic right, until we solve the equation right. I may not solve my equation the way you will solve your equation. We all have our ways about it, but we will get the same answer. And that answer is that we are truly the sons of the divine. That we are barbs, spots of light of the source. All of us put together complete the source. Like somebody will say, without the source, I am nothing. Without me, the source is everything. It is now time to remove the without. It's to remove the out from the without. And now say, with me, the source is everything. Until that equation is complete, we will cycle here in utter ignorance, confusion, dejection, and all kinds of things. And it doesn't please the maker, but the maker is never displeased. We will fulfill our purpose. If you like, tell yourself you don't believe in reincarnation. It does not change anything. You're not believing in reincarnation does not change it. You're not believing in the law of the universe does not stop the law from working. Many do not believe in the existence of God, yet they live and breathe as offshoot of God. It doesn't count. Most of the times, the things we say we don't believe in are because we want to escape from the stark realities of life. But the thing is that we don't need to escape from anything. We need to face anything we fear in the eyeball. As we keep looking at that thing we fear, we find out that it does not exist. But we are the ones that create it and give it power. Take your attention away from that which is unsavory, and your life will cease from being unsavory to being sweet. That is all I have to say today. You deserve the life more abundant. You deserve it. And the only way to get that life is to lift your vision above the material, above matter, and see that there is something in the higher realm. The things unseen possess the answer to the things seen. Focus on the unseen and it will become visible. Until then, keep cycling here. You deserve the right to go back home. The journey begins now with a change of orientation. Thank you.